Hey everybody, just doing a quick review on my Savage 22 LR. There's the Savage logo, as you can see. And what a Savage it is. Honestly, this thing has killed so many pests, like rabbits, wallabies. I've shot deer with this thing. I'm not even kidding. I've shot deer, rabbits, wallabies, possums, everything. And it's just the most accurate, quiet 22 I've ever used. Reliable, like the reliability is just second to none. I've got no other friends, like I've got a lot of friends that shoot, and none of them have a 22 as reliable as this. It's just great. I mean, very well made gun. Everything about it just works perfectly. It's just great. It's probably up the for the price. It's one of the more expensive 22s that you can get. I'm quite a fan of buying quality. I YouTube the crap out of anything I'm about to buy to get reviews and whatnot, just so I know that I'm not making a mistake if I buy something. And all the reviews and everything was great for these guns, so I went and purchased one because some come up in my local gun store. And yeah, I have to say, I've got to agree with everybody that I've watched the reviews on them, and they're saying that they're great rifles. I have to agree, they are just absolutely perfect. Flawless, never jam, it feeds nicely, it ejects nicely. The bolt's so smooth, so smooth. And yeah, you don't even really have to clean them. I clean mine, but you don't have to clean them. It's just fucking awesome gun, eh? It's probably killed the most animals out of all the guns that I have. I can take this thing anywhere. It's quiet. It's so quiet. When I use subsonic ammo, like you can only hear the trigger click, honestly, and it's so good. Like the range on it is just fantastic. So yeah, you've got your bolt obviously, and it's nice and smooth. Safeties are here. Oh, that just pushes forward and back. And so yeah, you've got your AccuTrigger here, which is a Savage sort of thing. They make the AccuTrigger, and basically you can adjust the trigger to make your trigger pull lighter. This one's screwed all the way down, so it's as light as it can possibly go, and I think it's something ridiculous like 2.5 pound or something like that. So real nice light trigger click. Just means that when you line something up in those crosshairs, you just touch the trigger and it's pretty much game over for whatever's at the other end of the barrel, so it's good. Just a cheap scope that I got from the local gun store. It can be adjusted. As you can see, there's a wee dial there. The one thing I have changed on this gun is that the rings for the scope were they weren't doubled. You'll see like it's got two Allen keys for each ring. The other rings that I had was sort of just the one, and they eventually just sort of rattled themselves loose, and they were just annoying. Your scope was bloody off-centered all the time because you just had to keep tightening them up, and it would be putting your scope out. So I put these rings on, and the scope hasn't budged. I haven't sighted this thing in for years. And it's still zero perfectly, so they can take a knock, and it doesn't move anything. It's just great. So very accurate rifle. I mean, if you do actually look at the reviews for these things, you will find that everyone does say that these are very, very accurate rifles. And they bring out like a kid's model and things like that. A few little changes that I've made is I filled in the writing with some white paint and some non-acetone nail polish remover to wipe it back, so it just filled in all the indentations of the numbers and letters, just so it sort of broke it up a bit. And you'll see that I've done on the other side too. You can sort of see what brand it is and all the information for it a lot better. You couldn't hardly see it before because it was just the same color as the barrel. So that was cool. I just done that just to be a little bit different, you see. And I like the shape of it. I think it's pretty traditional and it looks nice, and the AccuTrigger is like quite a modern sort of looking feature, I think, and makes it look pretty cool. It's got a 10 round banana mag. You just pull that down, and yeah, that's the mag. So yeah, these are dime a dozen. You can just buy these, and yeah, they're good. They work perfectly fine. And coming to the other end of the rifle, it's a free floating barrel, by the way, if you wanted to know. And then you've got the silencer, which is just a screw-on silencer. And honestly, it just bloody does the job very well. So subsonic ammo, it quietens it right down. All you can hear is the trigger click. And yeah, just bloody awesome rifle, really. There's my CR in the background. It's a sick bike. Anyway, yeah, so that's the quick review of the Savage 22 LR. This rifle is probably about 6 to 7 years old. Works perfectly fine. Like, even the stock must be good quality because it doesn't scuff, you know, like it's still in good nick even though it's so old. And like I said, I've done a lot of shooting with this gun. I've put thousands and thousands and thousands of rounds through this, I'd say, and the amount of animals that this thing's dropped is just fucking unreal. Like, we'll take it out for a night, and yeah, all night long I'm just blowing things away off this thing. It's got such great range, perfect for pest control, perfect for something quiet if you're looking for a quiet gun. Like I said, all you hear is the trigger click, so you know no one's going to hear that, and yeah, it's great. So that's pretty much all I can say. The safety system's good, you know, and the AccuTrigger actually acts as a safety mechanism as well. So you'd literally have to pull the that back first, and then the actual trigger itself, pull that back after you've. See, this sort of unlocks it, so that would unlock it where it is now, and then it pulls the trigger clip. So that part there is about 2.5 pounds to pull back. So yeah, it just makes it nice and accurate for, like, you know, if you're trying to keep still and whatnot. You've got a piece here which is you know, for your iron sights if you like. This particular model that I bought has the front iron sight as part of the gun, but it didn't come with the back part, which I didn't need anyway because I was rolling a scope with it anyway, so that was fine with me. But it's there for the option, so if you did want to make it iron sights, you can. So basically what I'm saying is it's fully interchangeable between scopes or iron sights. It's up to you. And yeah, I can just assure you that if you are in the market for a 22 long range rifle, to get one of these, I mean, it's just great. It's just a good review. I've got to give it a good review because it's just fucking awesome. So accurate, so reliable, exactly what you want in a 22 rifle, really. Low maintenance, just keeps going, and the quality's high, you know, so the barrel life's good, and yeah, it's just really, really good. So that's my Savage 22 LR.